Hey, this is Andy, the eBay Contrarian. I'm going to do a quick video here tonight about Polo Ralph Lauren clothing. If you're in any of the Facebook groups about reselling on eBay, reselling clothes, you've probably seen where people say Polo Ralph Lauren is completely saturated. There's no way to make money. People are undercutting on price. I sell Polo Ralph Lauren all the time, and it really boils down to making sure that your item is relevant to your title. And we'll go over onto a screen share, and I'll kind of show you what I'm talking about. And we'll do that right now. Okay, so we should be on a screen share now. And I want to show you how I go about making titles. I'm going to get rid of this stuff here for now. But let's just say Polo Ralph Lauren and men's clothing. There's 325,000 odd results, which is really a lot. It's going to be hard to rank your item where it can be seen with just the word Polo Ralph Lauren. But a little bit about how the search suggestions work. It'll take just a second here. The computer is kind of slow. So as you type letters in, it's going to bring up the most relevant results of what people are searching. And when people are searching for items, they're not really typing their whole phrase in. They're just typing until they see what they're looking for, and then they'll click on it. So you can kind of get an idea of what to source by going, like through a brand and just doing what I'm doing here. Like this was from earlier. It was a search that I did earlier, but the suggestions that eBay's given, like Polo Ralph Lauren, Big Pony, I saw them quite a bit. But you can see as you put each letter in, if you put B and then add A, it's going to bring more stuff up. And you can just keep doing that. But let's go back to just Polo Ralph Lauren. And then let's get rid of the searches that I did before. So the next most relevant after Polo Ralph Lauren is Polo Ralph Lauren shirt. So as you put in shirt, then you can kind of see, it brings up sizes. Here's Polo Ralph Lauren shirt, long sleeve, men, medium. So let's try. Actually, let's go to short. Here's Ralph Lauren short sleeve. And then we're going into winter, but I just kind of wanted to show you what comes up. It's going to take a minute for it to give me more suggestions. Come on. Okay. So here's a great title. Polo Ralph Lauren short sleeve button down shirt. So let's type that in, and I'll bet it gives us a category. Yep. When it gives you a category, it means that it's super popular. But now we've got what's called a long tail title. It's got a lot of words in it, and somebody that clicks on this is going to be looking for something very specific. It's kind of a buy signal. And the cool thing is when you check it, there's only 4,244 results. And let's see. Let's give it a minute here until this stops spinning. But when you get down to, between, I'd say if you get down, once you get down on even under 10,000, the suggestions are going to be, or the ability to rank is going to get much better. When I was doing this earlier, it actually brought up a shirt of mine, and now it's not, which is kind of frustrating. But and see, recommended, eBay decides what's relevant here. So if you can get your shirt into the recommended portion, that's going to be so much the better. But that's one example of a title that you could use. And I would do that and then add the size in. And if people click on that and you can get ranked in, say, the top 20, which is not that hard to do, especially if you're using the search suggestions, because it makes your title relevant to what eBay thinks is relevant, and you always want that to mesh up. So your odds of getting your item seen with a search term that has 4,243 results is going to be much more likely than if it's 40 or 50,000 or 100,000. And that's where people say, oh, there's just too much and you can't rank. You just got to find the right relevant keywords. And the more relevant that the words are to what you're selling, the better chance you'll have. And a lot of times my stuff, when I put it up, a lot of times I'll sell it in a matter of days, sometimes the same day. And I price my stuff a little on the high side. I take a lot of offers, but sometimes people just buy it within a few hours of when I get it listed. So let's go with Big Pony, which is another Polo Ralph Lauren Big Pony. It brings up only 3,094 results, which is that's pretty good. But the ones that really sell well are Polo Ralph Lauren Big Pony Custom Fit, and that is going to pull you down even more. There's only 579 of them, and if you put a relevant item up with pictures that match that title, only 579 results, you're going to get it seen right away. And so if I was selling one of these, my title would be Polo Ralph Lauren Big Pony Custom Fit Polo shirt, and then I'd have the size like XL. And then put your pictures in. You're going to have a really good chance of getting your stuff seen. And if you've got good pictures and you've got all your item specifics, it's going to show up here, and you're going to sell it. And these sell on average around 24, 25 bucks. But that's another good long tail keyword that will get your items put into the search results. And the order that these are in makes a difference too. So, I'll see a lot of people that have like men's Polo Ralph Lauren or women's Polo Ralph Lauren, or they'll have a bunch of stuff before the brand. I almost always lead with the brand, and then the next most relevant, to getting it indexed, and then I go to the least relevant. So I hope this is helping you all out. I really enjoy just trying to teach this stuff to folks. So we did that with shirt. Let's go down to sweater. So there's 20,000 results for sweater, but something that I found just the other day, and it says it right on the tag, and it'll take me a second here. It's not letting me. There we go. So it is lamb's wool sweater. So when we look at that, I just sold one of these the other day. There's only 812 listings. And again, you would want to put, you might want to put crew neck, V-neck, whatever type of neck. The Polo Ralph Lauren half zips or quarter zips or mock necks. And you can see people can navigate based on that. So if you have that information either in your title or in your item specifics, where they can search it over here, that's going to help people find your stuff too. But again, you should be able to rank really, really well for 812 results. And I put one of these up last week, and it sold before the weekend started, which was pretty cool. Another one that came up was cashmere. And we had sweater. And sweater vest would be, if you had a sweater vest, how many does that have? 672 results. So that would work out well. Again, so what we're seeing here is if you get a really specific, relevant keyword rich title, if you build your title based on these keywords, it's gonna increase your chances of getting views and eventually making the sale. But I wanted to, cable knit sweater. Let's see, 635 results. Cashmere. I've got, see, there's Polo Ralph Lauren men's cable knit sweater. You could narrow it down even more on that one. Sorry, sweater, cashmere sweater, men's cashmere sweater, men's cashmere cable sweater. So you could combine cashmere and cable knit, and have a really relevant title. But in men's clothing, Polo Ralph Lauren cashmere sweater. I apologize. This is running really, really slow. Okay, so again, there's 624 results, and it'll show you related things too that that you can use. But hopefully, I've kind of gotten the point across. It's a huge category. There's a lot of keywords, but some keywords are going to work better than others. And if the keyword comes up with a category, it's gonna it means that there's a huge amount of volume. If you're ever outsourcing and you search something and it doesn't have a search suggestion, or it has a search suggestion but it doesn't give a category, I mean, you can source it, but you can expect that it might sit for a while. But and I think that this is a big reason why people have slow periods, where they're in the Facebook group saying, "Is eBay dead? Is there anybody else dead? I'm not getting any sales." If you've got your title all chopped up to where the relevant keywords are split up with words that aren't so relevant, or if you've got characters or symbols that say things like "look" or "excellent use condition," EUC, all of that stuff is going to create issues as far as relevance in your title, and it could make it where you're not getting views, and the relevance will change, over the short term and the long term, and it's possible for your items to shift in and out of the search results if they're not relevant. And I think that's where the whole the blacklist idea, or the blackout, where you're supposedly rolling blackout, I guess is what they were calling it. I don't think that that's necessarily a thing. I just think that it all has to do with relevance, because the Cassini eBay search engine, it is 100% based on relevance. And if your titles aren't relevant, it's going to be hard for people to see your stuff. So I want to wrap this up. I hope I was able to where did that go, where you stop the screen? Stop screen. There we go. So yeah, I hope I was able to help you all out. Kept it under 20 minutes, so that's kind of cool. But hopefully this helps you out. If you have any questions, leave a comment. If you like what you saw here, there's a whole lot more coming. I sell between $3,000 and $6,000 worth of clothing a month on eBay. 150 to 160 items a month, and been at it for 20 years, since 2003. And hopefully I can help you all out with some tips to help you get to where you're making that kind of money, or even more money. But thanks. Hit the subscribe button if you like what you saw. Put a like on the video if you like the information. That'll help me get indexed in YouTube and get more views. I'm just starting out. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and hope you get lots of sales next week. Thanks.